The question that was brought up, and I called this last week, and I feel like we're going to see more and more of this. I'm just sort of watching and waiting to see what's going on. The liability aspect of reopening. And I would imagine that workers' comp would clear up most of that stuff, but I don't know. I'm not a legal eagle as it relates to workers' comp situations, so I don't know if that changes during a time of pandemic or what. And there is a difference between just reckless disregard for medical guidelines and also we're in a pandemic. I mean, come on, no one's forcing you to associate wherever. I mean, people have the right of free association. But this was brought up by one of CNN's reporters yesterday. And it was actually one of the first good questions I've heard her ask in quite some time. And she had asked the president, are businesses worried about liability? And I think some of them are. I think some of them have been saying so through their various associations which represent them. And they just kind of want to know what that's going to look like. And if it's fine just being excluded, if that's going to be excluded because of workers' compensation. I would imagine that lawsuits that would arise from, if there's an outbreak that happens somewhere and there is no, you can't prove that there was such recklessness as to create that situation beyond the realm of whatever's happening naturally. I would imagine that those, some of my friends who are actual attorneys in this were saying that they would be pretty meritless, but there's always, this is the new normal. I don't want that to, and as I was writing in the email newsletter last night, I don't think that this is so much designed to freak out businesses. Because businesses, you open a business, you know the law of it, again, whether or not you have workers' compensation for your employees, you know what the laws are, where you're protected and where you're not. But I think this seems, and correct me if I'm wrong on this, which I'm probably not, to me it seems more of a scare tactic for consumers, right? That's kind of how I'm thinking about it. And I keep seeing it brought up more and more on social media, on Twitter with different verified users, reporters, etc. I keep seeing it brought up in articles on Facebook. I keep kind of seeing it mentioned over and over again. I feel like it's kind of being used a little bit as a scare tactic to maybe freak out consumers because Democrats clearly did not want to see this reopening, whether the way it's at all or even at this speed, which it's still going to be incredibly slow. And they can't keep businesses shut down forever. So who can you go after to try to alter their behavior sans creating law since they don't have that ability? Well, you use scare tactics. That's kind of how I think of it, right?
I think that's exactly what it is.
It's anything that they can use to kind of pull out and sort of do a mind job on people to maybe freak them out about going out. Look, I'm going to tell you, I'm all about, I hate having to pay this penance. I hate having to put my coin in the damn cup because I'm going to share an opinion that might be controversial. If you cannot handle it, grow the blank up. I don't give a damn if your feelings are hurt. I really don't care. If people's feelings are hurt because I'm sharing an opinion, I don't want you as a listener or a viewer. And I hope that you never, ever, ever, ever do me the misfortune of tuning in or listening to me again. Because it kills my soul to know you're out there and you're partaking in my show. It's not for you. That being said, I'm done. Look, I'm all, yes, stay at home together. Can we stop that? Can we stop this kumbaya BS? Does everyone sitting here going, stay at home, hearts? Does it really look like that? No, everybody's a jackwagon.